So Burma.
Burma, not Bermuda.
Hotspot in Burma. What's there? What's in it?
There's tigers.
Tigers?
I don't know.
Why is the number of plant species and the number of individuals within a species important for biodiversity?
Biodiversity, the species biodiversity is species richness and species evenness. You kind of need to know it. You kind of need to know the number of species. If there's like species, if there's like an equal amount of species, or like there's an equal amount of that species. Yeah,
I think there should be high plant diversity because then it offers a lot more of like the smaller levels of like species to live, you know, like because they all need to feed on the plants or like the bugs or whatever, so there could be more bugs or something. I don't
like
know.
they're the ones that produce like the oxygen and all of that.
How do we define hotspots now?
So it's
Where there's a lot of different species, a lot of different endangered species, a lot of
like a
endangered
really
species.
small area too. It's not that.
And there's only how many?
Well, right now I think there's like 30 something.
30?
Yeah.
30, okay.
There were 17 in 2008. Oh, that's an animal. I don't like that.
That's a what?
I don't know what it is.
It's a mammal? There's mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, freshwater fishes, invertebrates, plants, all inside of hotspots.
Land.
10 minutes, we're only at 2. What'd you say? The people are tearing them down and stuff and using them land for agriculture. And they're killing all the species and stuff inside of it. It's not good, destroying the hotspots.
So how are they identified?
A hotspot? Well, one that we saw was a tropical rainforest. It had a lot of species.
Right here it says that it has to have 150 species.
Or more.
Yeah. And it had to have lost more than 50% of its original habitat.
So 70% of its original habitat and at least 150 species.
Yeah.
That's what a hotspot is.
Yeah. Oh, what are some concerns? Well, I think that it needs to be, I think the habitat needs to be completely lost until we consider it a hotspot, which is dangerous, because we'll just be losing more and more animals and like not doing anything until it's the last resort.
Of helping hotspots?
Yeah.
What's the question again? How to help
Well,
hotspots?
there's some major concerns as to how we define hotspots.
I don't really know. Let's see. Are we concerned hotspots? What does that mean?
Like how we define them.
Oh, how do we define a hotspot?
Well, I said that because it's our last resort to call them a hotspot. We continue losing all these species until there's no going back.
There's none being replaced?
Yeah.
So like we're burning down all the hotspots and like there's nothing being replaced in it, is that what you're saying? So that's like a concern of hotspots?
No, like we're like killing all these habitats until they become hotspots. And when
Oh, like so small and like all the animals
yeah,
like that?
when they become hotspots is when we're concerned.
Gotcha. I agree with the concerns of that we should not be making more hotspots, right? Like, there should not be making more hotspots because that means we're burning down more environmental plate or ecosystems, and that's not good for the survival of future species or the Earth. What's another question? Yeah.
So it's restricted to.
To me, an endemic species. So you said like an endemic species is a species that's limited to a place,
Yeah.
like limited to an ecosystem. Okay, that's what an endemic species is. What does it mean either?
Well, I think it just means you can't really go anywhere.
That's
You're
what.
just stuck
So
there.
being. Go ahead.
No, you can go.
Okay, so like being an endemic species is like what limits it to the certain hotspot. Like the lemurs are an endemic. Well, maybe they're not endemic, or like they are endemic, right?
Yeah.
The lemurs are endemic to like the Madagascar island. So that's what would make that an endemic species. Like something that's limited to only live in whatever it's in. Like fish can only live in water, so they're endemic species to water. Because they can keep native, like native things, native.
Like the orangutan.
Because they're native to the forests, right?
Yeah.
So like an endemic species could be valuable to like its own ecosystem because it could be native to that place, like a plant species could like or a certain tree could only grow in a certain forest, and like that's what keeps a certain species of birds alive because that's like they live in that type of tree or something. So like that's what can make an endemic plant species or animal species valuable to what's it called, hotspot? A hotspot.
And I think that it just maintains the hotspot like in a balance that it used to have.
Yeah, like you said, this like a hotspot has to have like 70% of its original state, so like that could be. That's why you need endemic species to keep it a hotspot. Because it's such a small. Why do we think that a hotspot's so threatened? Because it's such a small area of land that like something not that big, like maybe a big storm could come through and like ruin the whole thing, or like maybe a human could make one error and burn down the whole thing. And it's such like a rich place and all the different.
Yeah. And I think that they're vulnerable because we let them get to that place that they're considered like hotspots. That any like, do we really care about them if we let them be like that?
Like make a hotspot.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
That's what I think. That's what I think.
Like how the humans view a hotspot,
Yeah.
like they don't think that they're threatened, so they burn down all their stuff.
Yeah, and then we
And that's
care
why.
after. Which,
Once you realize that
Yeah.
it's messed up,
but did you truly care?
148, 149. Hold on, let's find out what question we have. We have 1 minute to go.
Okay, so I think we should just explain the Indo-Burma. Let's see, we're gonna look at Indo-Burma.
Endemic species could be valuable to the world because it could be pioneer species, and like they could make the venture to a new place and maybe not be restricted to their one place. So they could be pioneer. That's why they could be valuable to the outside world. That's the question. It says why are endemic species so valuable to biodiversity within hotspots in the rest of the world?
Yeah, we already answered.
Alright, so I only have 30 seconds to go.
So the Indo-Burma was created by humans.
The Indo-Burma hotspot is created by humans, and it's not good.
No.
It's not something we should do. Stop making hotspots. Stop burning down forests for agricultural purposes. It's not good. No one's gonna live. 10 seconds now. Oh my gosh.
So,
It's gonna wait.
Bye.